make a highlight of some of your archives, or actually anybody's archives, because you can, any JTV viewer can make a highlight of an episode from somebody else's archives, or the broadcaster can make a highlight of one of his own episodes. So the first thing you got to do is go to the archive section, and you can either just click on the archive button at the top of the page, which is up on the right hand side, or you can just type in justin.tv/ the screen name and then /archive, and that'll take you to the archive page. Now the next thing you do is you go to the little clock. There's several things you can do. You can either click on a recent broadcast, and there's a list of them there, and that'll take you directly to it, or you can go to the clock down in the center of the video screen, or at the bottom center. So I'll click on that clock, and it brings up a calendar, and then it has the month up there, and you can go left or right buttons to go backwards or forwards for the months or even the year, and then click on the date you want. The one I'm searching for happens to be on April 13th, and the time is actually going to be about 2:30 p.m. So I've got here April 13th, so already selected, and now I go up to the little clock there, and I'll put in 2:30 p.m. Make sure you click on the P or AM, and just one click changes it back and forth between PM and AM. Okay, and then you click the Go button, and that should take me to that time. Now, if there happens to be nothing at that time, it'll let you know and give you a message. Okay, it says we don't have any video from that time. Click here to go to the next available time. Okay, so I'll click on that, and that will actually take me to the next available video around that time on that date. So I'll click on that, and here it goes. Okay, now so it's playing this section.
What are all those photos up in the corner? I told them that's all the fans that helped me on the show and stuff.
Okay, so
I was having a bunch of stuff open.
When you want to start your episode that you're creating, you hit the start button, the green button on the right hand side of the screen, and that will start it wherever you want to start it. And if you think you made a mistake, you can start it. You can press that button again, and it'll restart it at whatever time happens to be playing. So let's make believe I want to start it right here. I'll just click the start button.
Finally, my computer froze.
Okay, now it shows a
so he said, "Well, I got
time where it's starting." Okay, now let's say I goofed up and I don't really want to start there. I want to start right now, so I'll hit the start button again.
Was on more. Because my video was apparently just going haywire.
Now I'm going to watch for where to stop it and hit the stop button, the red button.
So, sure enough, it was Simon Cowell, and I don't know if he meant it was the first. He had been a member of JTV since.
So I'm listening to see where I want to stop this episode.
He meant it was the first time on my channel, or it was the first time on JTV. I'm not real sure. So, but then I was,
so I'm listening to see where would be a good place to stop.
I guess I must have scared.
Because once you press the stop, you can't do it again.
Simon decided JTV's not for me, man. I'm some old guy on here that has a frozen video. What am I doing wasting my time here? So he didn't go anywhere.
Okay,
that was the last thing he looked at.
Okay, I think I'll press stop right here. Okay, now it'll keep running.
So anyway, that's my Sunday morning experience with Simon Cowell.
Now let's say I wanted to actually stop it there. Okay, I'll press the stop button again. It actually does allow you to do the not new stop time.
He's got much better things to do, like run his American Idol stuff and all that crap.
Okay, well, I'll try it again. Okay, I changed my mind. I want to stop it right here. Okay, so I've pressed the stop button. So now I've got the start time and the stop time, and it shows the length is 1 minute and 22 seconds. And now, the video is continuing to run, by the way. And now I'm going to put in a title.
By the way, GM,
I'll say Simon Cowell.
Profile a long time ago. And I cannot remember who it is, because
now you can put a more lengthy title in there, but you want to put something that's kind of descriptive of what it is. And if it's too long, it'll warn you that it's too long for the title. And in any event, if it's too long, the title doesn't show up on the episode fully. It just has an abbreviated thing. So the title is fairly short, maybe a dozen words or less. All right, now, so I'm satisfied with that. I've got the title put in there. Now I'm going to press the blue submit button, and that will save it onto the JTV server. So here we press the blue button, and it takes me to a new page, and it shows the title, Simon Cowell. And it says it happened 18 days ago on Don Brown, Florida. That's my channel. And it's submitted by me, KQ4YM. Okay, and it also tells you the length was 1 minute and 22 seconds. It tells you how many views there have been. Of course, there haven't been any viewers. And then if you scroll down, you also have some choices here where you can upload this to YouTube by putting in your YouTube login and your YouTube password. And then you can click if you want it to remember your password, and you can click if you want it to email you when that upload to YouTube has been completed. Okay, I'll skip that for now. And then there's a box down here for comments. So you can also comment on this. I can say, this was a commentary I was making when a pseudo Simon Cowell, known as Idol, screen name Idol, came to my channel on a Sunday morning, and we talked for a few minutes. And so I can put those comments in there. And that would give viewers a little more descriptive idea of what this episode is about. And then other people can also make comments when they see it as well, so they can tell what they thought of the video or any other comments. All right, so that's that. And there's a little note here that says the highlight is still in production. Check back in a minute or two. And so if you want to play that, you can click on the episode title up here, in this case, Simon Cowell. So if I clicked on this, let's see if it will actually play, if it's ready on the servers yet to play. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. In this case, it doesn't seem to be ready, so it's just giving me a blank screen. All right, now let's go back to the archives again, and let's say I wanted to do another episode, or even redo that one, perhaps. I could just go to that exact same time. All right, now I'll hit the little clock, and that takes me to the calendar. I'm going to go back to that same day of April 13th, 2008, and this time I'm going to go to 5:30 p.m. So I enter in the 5:30, and I make sure I hit the PM or AM, and then I hit go. Now let's see what happens now. It's the same day but a different time. Okay, so I go to the go button, and it gives me a blank screen. Now this is a bug apparently in JTV, or I'm using Internet Explorer 7, and it could possibly be a bug that between Internet Explorer 7 and JTV. I'm not real sure at this point, but it's a definite bug. And what it is after you have played one particular archive, it doesn't allow you, for some reason, to view another video on the JTV video player. It just gives you a blank screen, or it freezes up on the previous video. Now let me see, I'm going to go into the recent broadcast over here on the right hand side of the video screen. I'm going to click one of those recent broadcasts. There's one here that says May 2nd, 2008 at 6:56 a.m. So I'll click on that, and let's see what happens on that. Okay, it says loading, and a blank screen again. So that demonstrates that there's a bug here, that once you do one archive or a highlight and you play it, for some reason it doesn't let you go to do another one. Now the remedy for that is shut down Internet Explorer completely. So I'm going to shut it down completely. Alright, now what I'm going to do is restart it. So I've shut down Internet Explorer 7 completely. I'm restarting it. I'll go to justin.tv/KQ4YM, which is my screen name, and I'll just type in archive /archive, and then that should take me right to the archive page.